Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel, Brian Historyador, a social studies teacher here at Tohatchi High School, New Mexico, USA. So today I want to share my experience as a teacher here in the US. By the way, I've been teaching in the Philippines for 13 years in high school and a part-time college instructor for 8 years. So I got my job offer here in the US way back 2019. So I've been teaching here for 3 years now. Okay, so my experience here, let's start with classroom management. Classroom management, I use my style like I am firm but fair. Okay, there are times that I may consider things. Okay, so I have to be considerate here also. And in terms of attitude of the students, it's different from the Philippines, because back home we could easily tell the students what to do. Okay, we have the command. The students are respectful in the Philippines. Here they are also respectful, but maybe they have their own definition of respect. At start, it's so hard for them to manage because I came here actually month of August. August, last week of August. So the classes started here. That time was about August, first week of August or August 3. So there was already a norms, or there was already a culture in the classroom. So it's hard for me to get their attention, and at that time also I miss my family back home, and then there's a mix of emotions, something like that, and but I know we have to expect. I expect the unexpected that time, and it's so hard in the sense that some students talk back, something like that, and then we are not used to that, right? We all know that when we speak of that, when we say, hey, in the Philippines, like, okay, just continue your work, just finish your work, just finish your project. The usually answer of our students there are like, yes sir, can take, something like that. But here at start, whenever time I tell them that, hey, just finish your work, something like that, they would talk back like, why should I finish this? Like, can I finish this later today, Mr. C? So a lot of reasons. So it's so hard on how to motivate them to do their work. Okay, I'm not saying that they are not respectful here, but at start, from the Philippines, and then you are here, so it's a different culture, it's a different norms, different practices in the classroom. I remember during my first year of teaching here, they are not listening whenever time I have my lecture. So now I feel like in the Philippines, the students now are respectful, or maybe because I'm used to their to their attitude, to their behavior. I used to their languages. So now my third school year, this is a little adjustment. I can manage them easily, probably because of the trust is there. So I've been teaching here for 3 years. They've seen me for also 3 years. Maybe the reason why the trust is there, the confidence is there, and they would follow the instruction. So I could say that only the first year it's the most difficult part if you are teaching in the US. But along the way, you can learn also some methods or some approaches as to how you manage your students. From the advices of the veteran Filipino teachers here, they taught me on how to manage also my students. And in terms of teaching methods, in the Philippines, we could easily create some, in terms of performance of the students. We could easily tell them, hey, you can role play about this. In our school here, the students are not comfortable to present something. So every day I must have to prepare different worksheets, and then the lecture here, I only have like 10 to 15 minutes lecture, like 6 to 8 slides of PowerPoint, and the rest of the time would be collaboration and independent work, an exact ticket. And first part here, usually you have to give bell work or bell ringer like 1 question or 2 questions, and then that bell ringer time for 5 to 10 minutes. That's the time that you would check the attendance, and after that, it's up to you if you would process the bell work. That's like 5 to 10 minutes. Usually my bell work is prior knowledge. I want to know the prior knowledge of the topic, and then every day I have my PowerPoint, and every day there's like 5 to 10 minutes collaboration before they would go to independent work. And independent work is like a seat work or quiz, or where you should have your worksheet. So, and every week here, the IC is always in your class, observe you, just, for walkthrough, something like that. And so that's the usual thing here. I'm always preparing, it's more on a pen, or it's more on preparing for passage, and then giving some 5 to 10 questions of their independent work. Graphic organizers, Venn diagram, not so much with performance learning activities here. And still, I have, you have to do some creative questioning technique during the direct instruction or the lecture part of the discussion. So what to do here? So one piece of advice, like me in the Philippines, I'm also a division trainer of social studies. I'm a quiz coach, quiz bee coach in the region, champion coach. So one thing is you have to leave your crown, okay? Meaning, if you are outstanding in the Philippines, if you are so, excellent teacher, exemplary teacher in the Philippines, don't bring that crown here, okay? Whether you're a principal, you are EPS, or you are master teacher or head teacher, once you are here in the US, you have to start from the scratch. So that's the idea here. And then later on, along the way, you could learn a lot. Different, the school would provide different professional development or PD every Friday. That's the usual thing here. So they are, the school or the IC will teach you the different teaching methods, what would be the best approaches for the students. So that's it for today. Thank you for watching my video. Don't forget to subscribe my channel, and like and leave some comment there in the comment section area. Okay, thank you very much. Thank you for watching my video. See you next video. Bye-bye.